Honorable Kati Boyton, sitting in Majority Leader seat, could you please confirm if you are quorum?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. There is quorum.
Mr. Clerk, next order.
Order number 8, motion adoption of the report by the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the consideration of Kisumu County Finance Bill 2023. Report which was presented by Young Chino Chao Mohammed.
Yes, Honorable Jackie Mokech.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of Honorable Jackie Mokech, who is the chair of Budget and Appropriation Committee, and at the same time who happens to be on official duty outside the Assembly, Madam Speaker, I beg to read the report on his behalf.
Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and honorable members. Article 208(2), as read together with the provision of Section 133 of the PFM 2012, mandates the county government to prepare a county finance bill as a legal framework to facilitate collection of on-source revenue. The bill was tabled on 19 September 2023 and was thereafter committed to the County Budget and Appropriation Committee for consideration and reporting back to the House pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 127. The bill was taken through the first reading on 26 September 2023. The County Assembly, during the approval of the Kisumu County budget estimates for financial year 2023-2024 and its Appropriation Act 2023, approved an on-source revenue target of Kenya shillings 2,282,844,694, which requires enactment of the bill to authorize collection. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the committee has duly undertaken the following activities in processing this bill. Number one, the committee held a meeting on Tuesday, 19 September 2023, to adopt its tentative program for processing Finance Bill 2023. It's Annex 1. Number two, the committee placed advertisement on the local dailies on 20th September 2023. That one is also in Annex 2. Number three, conducted public participation on 27th September 2023 on the bill across the 7 sub-counties of Kisumu County, adhering to minimum of 7 days period of notifying the public, the general public. Number four, received and analyzed public participation reports. And lastly, the committee retreated starting 5th October 2023 to 12th October 2023 for report writing on the bill and present the report to the House for consideration. Madam Speaker, on behalf of the County Budget and Appropriation Committee, it is the pleasure of the Chairman, privilege and honor to present to this Honorable House the report of the Committee on consideration of the Kisumu County Finance Bill. The committee is grateful to the Office of the Speaker and Clerk of the County Assembly for the logistical support accorded to it during its sittings, report writing, retreat, and during the period of public engagements. The committee further wishes to thank all stakeholders who gave their comments on the bill. I, on behalf of the Chair, wish to express my appreciation to the honorable members of the Assembly and staff who teamed up in according and facilitating the public forums. Finally, I applaud my committee members and secretariat for planning, programming, and coordinating all exercises and making useful contribution towards the preparation and production of this report. It is my humble pleasure to report to the committee, that the committee has considered the Kisumu County Finance Bill 2023 and has the honor to report back to the County Assembly with recommendation that the bill be approved with amendments. Madam Speaker, we have the committee mandate here. We have the composition of the committee also here. And the composition, as you see, we have 15 members and 7 secretariat. Allow me to proceed. Now, we go to the part 2 of this report, which contains the scrutiny of a proposed Kisumu County Finance Bill 2023. Compliance metric with the provision with the previous House resolution and timelines for processing of the Finance Bill 2023. We have 4 columns. Column 1, we have the numbering. Column 2, we have the provision stroke requirement. Column 3, we have the compliance. And column 4, we have the committee recommendations. Number 1, provision. Submission and approval of the county finance bill pursuant to the provision of section 133 of the PFM Act 2012 and standing orders number 226 sub-article 2 of the Kisumu County Assembly. Compliance, none. Recommendation, the committee recommendation. The executive should avoid submitting such timeline documents lately or on the deadlines. This makes it difficult for the Assembly to adequately process and approve the document within the required timelines. Number 2, previous House resolution on regarding the county finance bill. A. This one is marked in alphabetical order. Putting all revenue ends on targets and providing quarterly report on revenue collection to the House regularly. Compliant, non-compliant. Recommendation from the committee. The CECM Finance and Economic Planning to adhere the House resolution. Part B. Submission of a detailed schedule of all county revenue streams and their performance trend for at least 3 previous consecutive years. Compliance, none. Recommendation by the committee. The CECM Finance and Economic Planning and the KCRB to the House resolution. C. Processing of county valuation roll. Compliance, none. Recommendation of the CECM Finance and Economic Planning to adhere to the House resolution. D. Formation and submission of all relevant legislation on revenue enhancement and management, but not limited to the following county rating bill for property rates. Compliance, none. Recommendation, the CECM Finance and Economic Planning and the KRCB to formulate all revenue-based bills and policies and to submit to the Assembly by February 2023. F. Establishment and operationalization of the Kisumu County Revenue Board. Compliant. The board has been established and operationalized with the aim of improving the administration and management of revenue collection. And lastly, E. Automation of revenue collection. Compliance, this one is partial. The county treasury to design and structure a standard ICT automated revenue collection system by end of November 2023. Kisumu County on-source projection, that is on-source revenue projection and trend. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the intent and purpose of the Finance Bill 2023 is to give authority to the county executive to collect locally generated on-source revenue to support budgetary obligations. The County Assembly on 30th June 2023 approved the Kisumu County budget estimate financial year 2023-2024 with an on-source revenue target of 2,282,844,694. However, the actual on-source revenue, that is OSR collection trend, since the start of the evolution in Kisumu County records overestimation of on-source revenue target by the executive, which is always unachievable. The table that is given below illustrates the record of the county on-source revenue collection trend since financial year 2023-2024. The table is well indicated here, and there is a decline since the year marked from 2014 to 2023. The percentage are also shown here, Madam Speaker. The estimated budget, the actual realized budget, the deficit, and the trend in terms of percentage. We also have a chart which shows the same on page 9. Object of the bill, that is objective of the bill. Madam Speaker, the object of the bill of the Kisumu County Finance Bill 2023 is to impose or vary various taxes, licenses, fees, and other charges that are payable to Kisumu County government. These are set out in the schedule of the bill. The same schedule set out the rates in Kenya shillings. The proposed streams of revenue collections are intended to enhance revenues payable to the county government so as to ensure better service delivery and also enable county government to perform the function bestowed on it in the 4th schedule of the Constitution of Kenya. Structure of Kisumu County Finance Bill 2023. Part 1 provides for preliminary provision. Part 2 provides for power to charge license, fees, rents, and sales. This part further provides for powers to the CEC Finance to amend any of the schedule through an order published in a gazette. C, Part 3 provides for payments to be made to the county through authorized channels. It requires receipt to be issued to all payments made to the county and provides for offense for any person that contravenes the provision of this act. It also provides for appointment of agencies for the assistance in revenue collection and recovery and duties of the agency. Part 4 provides for general penalties for failure to comply with any provision of this Act. It also provides for offense by the staff of the county, including penalties for the offense. This because if a person is aggrieved by non-performance of the county officers. Part 5 provides for savings of any of the fee, charges, permits, rent, or cess that is currently being charged by a county until such fees, charges, permits, rent, or cess is repealed or a law is enacted to provide for saving the direction, resolution, or authorization that were issued by municipal council, town council, county councils that were in the country relating to financial management to ensure the financial base of the county is not affected by the enactment of this law. It further provides for the CEC responsible for finance to make resolutions for the better carrying out of the purpose and provision of this Act. The enactment of this Act shall occasion additional expenditure of public funds that will be provided in the budget estimates. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the committee conducted a detailed review and analysis of this Finance Bill 2023 and observed the following categories of variation in comparison to the previous Financial Bill 2022. 1. Proposed new charges and rates in the bill. Number 2, proposed increased charges and rates on the bill. And number 3, proposed reduced charges and rates in the bill. Proposed charges and rates to expound in the bill. We have comparative analysis of the County Finance Bill 2023 and the previous County Finance Bill Act 2022. Madam Speaker, it is clearly indicated in the charts below. The diagram, the chart shows the departmental fees and charges, then comparative analysis on the revised fee and charges, then there is committee recommendation. We have education, technical training and innovation and social services. All the streams are indicated there. We have medical service, public health and sanitation. These have also been itemized properly. Then we have water, environment and natural resources as a department. We also have theirs. Then we have land, fiscal planning, housing and urban development. The charges, proposed charges are also there for 2023-2024. And the proposed sub-counties charges are also indicated there. Then we have the transport sector as a revenue stream, which includes parking services, town service and outside routes. Then we have the matatus, the taxis, and then we have the reserved parkings, a slot. Then we also have sports, culture, gender, and youth affairs. The streams are illustrated as shown. We have trade, tourism, industry, and marketing. Then we have business and industry business. We also have a stream coming from tourism. Madam Speaker, as a department, we also have revenue that will be streaming from agriculture, irrigation, livestock, and fishery. Then we will also be charging some professional fees and technical services from individual firms offering services on legal issues, financial management, engineering, architecture, valuations, surveyor, courier services, accounting. All are well documented, Madam Speaker. Financial services, then we have health, industrial plants, factories, workshops, and contractors. Madam Speaker, all this is well illustrated as I have tried to itemize them. Part 3 of this report talks about legal framework underpinning public sensitization process. And on this, Madam Speaker, the Clerk of the County Assembly, in compliance with the provision of Article 119 and Article 196 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, Section 87, 104, and 115 of the County Government Act 2012, and in matter of consideration of the Kisumu County Finance Bill 2023, notified the general public via an advert on Daily Nation newspaper and Star newspaper that the County Assembly, through the County Budget and Appropriation Committee, would conduct public participation on this bill across the 7 sub-counties of Kisumu County on Wednesday, 27 October 2023. Itinerary for the public participation, we had them as illustrated in this part. The sub-counties, the date that the public participation were conducted, venues, and timelines. The clerk, through the notice, also informed the general public, civil society, interested group, professionals, and other relevant stakeholders that they could submit their memoranda through the County Assembly website or hand deliver to his office. Madam Speaker and honorable members, a raft of proposals made by business groups, stakeholders, and interest groups from the above sub-counties, which they appeal to be considered during the approval process, are captured herein. You can see that in Annex Roman number 3. Committee observation on the submission from members of the public. That is from the public participation that were conducted as mentioned above. One, that the public engagement forum attendance was phenomenally higher than the previous year, with peaceful and active discussion indicating that our people are taking interest in legislation. Number 2, majority of the stakeholders oppose the increased rates, fees, and charges, with the reason that the increment will increase the cost of doing businesses in the county and make the county an alternative business environment. Number 3, that the public participation conducted by the executive on the bill was not effective as a result of poor planning and coordination. That in certain areas, facilitators were turned back for producing less copies of documents and late arrival at the venue. Number 4, the committee also noted that majority of the proposed charges, rates, and fees are in tandem with the domestic task trend, as almost the entire bill remained comparatively unaltered from the previous Finance Bill 2022. And lastly, that the costing for some proposed charges, fees, and rates are not clear and needed to be justified. Committee recommendation regarding views from members of the public. A, that the assembly to plan and conduct civic education to members of the public on the importance of public participation on the budget making process. B, that the previous charges and fees highlighted in the County Finance Bill 2023 be aligned to various existing laws and policies on taxation and obligation, which Kenya has certified, including taxation and tariffs agreement under EAC Treaty, East Africa Community. Number 6, the committee further received memoranda from the following stakeholders. The stakeholders were 1, Kisumu Boda Riders Association, 2, Tuk-Tuk Association of Kisumu, 3, Kibuye Market and Management Committee. The Kisumu Boda Riders had a submission and their concern that the proposed border operation license fee of Kenya shillings 500 per month be reduced to Kenya shillings 300. The committee gave a recommendation on that reduction of the border license fee to 300 per month from Kenya shillings 500 be approved. The Tuk-Tuk Association, their submission was that the proposed Tuk-Tuk operations license fee of Kenya shillings 1,200 to be reduced to 800 shillings. The committee recommended that the committee did not adopt the request for total reduction of the Tuk-Tuk operation license from Kenya shillings 1,200 to 800. But approved a relative reduction to Kenya shillings 1,000. The Kibuye Market Management in their memorandum, it is in the Annex 5, and the recommendation of the committee is that the committee did not adopt the request made by the Kibuye Market Management Committee, since all the charges they sought for reduction were retained as per the previous Finance Act 2022, and further reduction would largely reduce affect county revenue potential. Part 4 of this report talks about meeting with the CEC, Finance and Economic Planning, and the Kisumu County Revenue Board. Madam Speaker and honorable members, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 127, Part 3 of the Kisumu County Assembly, the committee by a letter reference CAK CBA section volume 5 dated 3rd October 2023, and a letter reference CAK CPSC section volume 6, dated 30th October 2023, as annexed respectively, formally invited the CECM Finance and Economic Planning and Kisumu County Revenue Board to deliberate on the following issues. The issues were 8. 1. Pronouncement of the revenue rising measures for the county that will ensure the county achieve its set own source revenue target. Number 2, explanation on the continuous under collection and over projection of all source revenue, leading to a widening budget hole in the county and accumulation of pending bills. Number 3, response to the concern raised by members of the public on the Finance Bill 2023. Number 4, justification on the proposed new charges in the Finance Bill 2023. And number 5, justification on the proposed increased charges in the Finance Bill 2023. Number 6, justification of the proposed reduction of various charges on the Finance Bill 2023. And number 7, reasons for deletion of certain charges in the current bill which were in the previous Financial Bill 2022. And lastly, number 8, status of the county valuation roll. Consultative meeting with the County Revenue Board. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the committee met with the County Revenue Board on Thursday, 5th October 2023 at Pride Hotel in Bondo, that is County. The board was represented by the following members and staff. 1, Dr. Ezron Otieno Makubewa, who is the chair. Mr. Steve Oweti, member of the board. Mr. James Kungu, CEO of the board. And Mr. Peter Kaila, who is the technical staff to the board. Mandate of County Revenue Board. Madam Speaker and honorable members, Kisumu County Revenue Board was inaugurated on 1st August 2023 on the enactment of Kisumu Revenue Administration Amendment 2023. Its core mandate is to manage all revenue functions, which includes but not limited to collection, recording and reporting all own source revenues. Strategic intervention by the board towards the realization of the current financial year's own source revenue target of Kenya shillings 2,282,844,694. That was the proposed target. Strategic intervention has to achieve this. 1, the board is undertaking continuous engagement with the stakeholders and offering constant surveillance for revenue collection and management. The board also is collaborating with the Department of Lands to expedite process of the county valuation roll, which on approval would enhance revenue collection. The board is in the final stages of introducing a new revenue system, which will curb the constant maintenance of rundown time and ensure efficient and effective revenue collection and reporting. Further to this, the system will reduce pilferage and fraud, since it will raise red flags where figures don't make sense. The board has embarked on the strategy of meeting with clients with evidence, with the view of understanding their genesis and their payment plans for the accruals. The board is at an advanced stage of revenue mapping on trade license and billboards. Currently, the board has mapped over 20% of major revenue streams, which contribute more 80% of the total own source revenue. This information will encourage realistic own source forecasting and projection. And the bullet 5, the last one, 6 I think, the board to streamline and enhance human resource management for revenue officers and law enforcement officers for improvement of own source revenue collection. The board submission on consideration regarding certain revenue streams as seen in Annex 7. We have proposed charges here. We have current charges for some revenue stream, bus park, proposed you can see, like we have Matatus, the so-called Nissan nowadays, 4,000, then for minibus 5,000, for buses 8,000. Those are the proposed. They're all itemized here, parking inside the market, X per crate up to from the current it was 30 now, they are considering it to be 20. And the recommendation of the committee are also indicated. Consultative meeting with county treasurer. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the committee met with the county treasury on Friday, that is the 6th of October 2023 at Pride Hotel in Bondo, Sayre County. The county treasury was represented by the following officers and staff. 1, Mr. Paul Obey, that is the Chief Officer, CO, Department of Finance and Economic Planning. 2, Mr. Elvis Udiamo, Director Economic Planning. Mr. Pius Ucheno, Budget and Revenue Officer. Mr. Hilary Ucheno, Economic Planning Officer. Mr. Castro Ucheno, Budget and Revenue Officer. Mr. Davis Tuma, Budget Revenue Officer. Mr. Victor Andrew, Budget and Revenue Officer. And lastly, number 8, Mr. Joyce Nyunja, Budget and Revenue Officer. Response by the county treasury on the concern raised on the Finance Bill 2023 and its commitment towards achieving the county own source revenue. The response are also itemized here. Number 1, pronouncement of revenue raising measures. The Chief Officer of Finance and Economic Planning explained that the Treasury has mandated the board to manage all revenue functions and that the department supports all their strategic interventions as possible mechanism or framework for the realization of a county own source revenue target. Number 2, the county treasury appraised the committee that they are formulating revenue-based bills and policies in line with previous House resolution, which will be accomplished in January 2024 and submitted to the Assembly in February 2024 for consideration. Number 3, the county treasury to submit to the Assembly monthly revenue collection status report. This information will be open for public access at the Digital Revenue Collection Center named Ushuru Center, which is yet to be launched. Number 4, justification for the proposed new charges, fees in the Finance Bill 2023. The County Treasury explained that the charges of fees are basically potential untapped revenue sources which have been identified and included in the bill to widen the county revenue base and to enhance maximum revenue collection. And number 5, justification on the proposed increased charges in the Finance Bill 2023. The Treasury submitted that a few chargeable revenue streams have been increased in the bill, and the increment is in conformity with the rapid growth of the economy of Kenya as a whole. The national and county financial budget keep on increasing to fulfill the departmental targets. Further, the county incurs high cost in service provision, not limited. Not limited to electricity bills, sewer, internet services, infrastructure,